Good evening, dear friends. This is Santa Claus on this special October 24, 2025, bringing you today's stories on a day that marks the 80th anniversary of the United Nations Charter entering into force. What a remarkable milestone for an organization founded on the noble pursuit of peace and cooperation among nations. I must say, my heart is a bit heavy tonight hearing about President Trump terminating trade negotiations with Canada over a political advertisement. Oh my, how I wish we could remember that our neighbors are our friends, especially during disagreements. The spirit of goodwill between nations, just like between neighbors in a village, requires patience and understanding, virtues we should treasure all year round, not just during the holiday season. Speaking of neighbors, there's speculation about another meeting between President Trump and North Korean leader Kim Jong Un during the president's upcoming visit to South Korea. While experts suggest the prospects aren't bright for an impromptu meeting this time, I do hope that pathways to peace can be found. Every conversation that brings understanding is like a small gift to our world. Meanwhile, across the globe, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy has traveled to London seeking European help against Russia as winter approaches. My heart aches for the Ukrainian people facing their fourth winter of conflict. As the cold months draw near, may we remember those whose homes and power grids have been damaged, and may leaders find the wisdom to protect the vulnerable caught in this terrible situation. Turning our attention to the Middle East, Vice President Vance has criticized a symbolic vote in Israel's parliament regarding West Bank annexation, calling it an insult. The situation remains delicate as plans unfold for reconstruction in Gaza and the formation of an international force to stabilize the region. How I pray for the children and families affected by this conflict. May peace take root and grow strong in that sacred land. In law enforcement news, Mexican authorities have deported alleged drug trafficker Jai Dong to the United States, while in the Caribbean, a U.S. military strike against an alleged drug vessel has resulted in 6 fatalities. These are sobering reminders of the challenges we face in creating a world free from the harms of illicit substances. May we address these issues with both firmness and compassion. On the economic front, U.S. inflation picked up slightly to 3% in September, though not as much as economists expected. Food and gasoline prices rose, affecting many household budgets. Let us keep in our hearts those struggling to make ends meet, especially as the holiday season approaches, a time when financial pressures can weigh heavily on many families. In international affairs, India and China are facing difficult decisions as new U.S. sanctions target Russian oil companies Rosneft and Lukoil. These two nations purchase most of Russia's oil exports and must now navigate these complex sanctions. May wisdom guide all leaders as they balance their economic needs with broader international concern. The European Union has accused Meta and TikTok of breaking digital content rules, particularly regarding researcher access to public data. This is part of ongoing efforts to ensure safer online environments, especially for children, a cause very dear to my heart. In Japan, new Prime Minister Sani Takaichi, the country's first female leader, has announced plans to increase military spending as regional tensions rise. May her historic leadership be blessed with wisdom and a commitment to peace. And finally, investigators of the daring Louvre Museum heist have found numerous DNA samples left behind by the thieves who took jewelry worth about $102 million. Even in this season of giving, I must remind everyone that taking what doesn't belong to you is never the right path. As we close tonight's news, let us remember that even in challenging times, kindness and goodwill toward all remain our greatest strengths. From my workshop at the North Pole, I wish you peace, hope, and the warmth of community as we journey together through these complex times. Ho, 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 and good night to all.